Hello, everybody, and welcome inside of Iowa Speedway. It's the ERT Hankook E-Cup Series, the regular season finale. It's the Red Bull 200 from Iowa Speedway here in the beautiful town of Newton, Iowa. This place, famous for the crash that Ricky Stenhouse caused in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, in which he won while getting ass-packed by Carl Edwards. Let's see if someone will do that today, or if it'll just be another monotonous Season 3 race. On pole today for the 7th time this season is the 92 of Yotrate from North Carolina. He'll be getting ready to go as he's already basically punched his ticket to overdrive, and so has the 29 of Court in the 51. What are you doing? Caught in... Actually, I don't even know. I think this might be actually more than 4K, actually. But, and on top of that, we also got Wolf, who's replacing Asu in the 44 ride for the rest of the season. In that permanent spot in the 44. He's going to be getting a new scheme next week, though, for Utah. So, with that being said, we got 100 laps. Sorry about that. We got 100 laps here getting ready to go from beautiful Iowa Speedway. And all I got to ask is, are you freaking kidding me? Thank you, Court. Thank you. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, hold on. Try now. You know what? Maybe I will. And I'll put you in my suicide note. How about that? God, can you guys, like, not cause yellows and get to lap 50 as soon as possible so we can slock the server? Thank you. So, Declan, I don't care. Anyway, so, with that out of the way, there's only one question I need to ask you guys. Are you ready? Alright, everybody's ready. 7 drivers, one more race until Hankook Overdrive. It's the Electric Racing Tour Hankook E-Cup Series from Iowa Speedway. And it will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag in the air as the 51 gets a little bit of a jump there. And it's 100 laps of chaos here at Iowa Speedway. Hopefully. And into the back there, Quirt had a very strong practice session, but qualifying he completely stunk it up. But he's trying to get some ground here. And the pole, Blen, had a very blazing fast practice session as well. I believe right now, the only true international driver in the field right now. Oh, wait. Actually, I don't know where Wolf is from, so... Maybe we have 2. I think Wolf is from Europe as well. Oh, the 29's at the wall! We got a big contact there between the 51, 97, and 29. That's going to be a verbal to the 29 of Quirt. Keep it off the wall. That was a very preventable incident there. That Matthew. Basically, all he has to do is breathe to get into overdrive. He's currently sitting 2nd and currently sitting 1st in the Rookie of the Year standings. Oh, yeah, that's right, Declan, yeah. I forgot. God, we got a big international presence. I know I say that every race, but... We're watching the battle here between the 97 and the 29, mostly because I want to see if Quirt does something stupid again. And he kind of does. He kind of throws a Logano block there into the 97, which is very ironic because he is driving a Ford. Man, I can kind of see Alex up there kind of gaining ground to the 29 here, but 29 will try to go underneath 97, try to get something go. He's trying to get something to go here in the bottom lane. Who the hell is Young Money? Oh, it's Kyle. Kyle. So yellow's out for a driver joining. Race back to the line. Race back to the line. That will bunch the field up, which is exactly what Matthew and Wolf did not want to see. As Matthew types the 2 dots signifying, what the hell are you doing? You're a lesbian. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Wait, what happened to Declan? Declan, what are you doing? Are you parking it? Okay, so Declan's going to get the 8th place points. So I'm going to mark him down. So, alright, so Young Money, you got a chance here to try and get some very good points here. I forgot what car you drive, though. That's the problem. I know he's a driver, but I don't know which one. Oh, hi, dog. I got a dog here to greet me. So let's see here. I don't see. Oh, he drives for my 23 team. Oh yeah, pit road is open, by the way, guys. Pit road is open. It's been more than like 5 laps up to this point. Yeah. We got a lot of people here. So despite Declan DNFing, which will go down as a rage quit in the standings, we still are going to have 7 drivers. I cannot count. 7 drivers. With Young Money, aka II Kyle Larson, now joining the race. I forgot if he joined last week. That's the thing. Okay. So yeah. So this is his debut in the Electric Racing Tour. Yeah. So North pitted, so he'll be to the back. So, okay, the order is exactly where it should be. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Let's do this. So Yo Trait will be basically an unchanged top 2. Are you ready, kids? I'm changing laps before anybody yells at me about it. And there's a thunderstorm rolling in. It always seems like there's a storm rolling in every time I host a race. It's probably going to last 5 minutes and then just move. So we don't get very, very big rain showers here unless it's like the spring or the fall. And Alex almost takes out the 51 in the back here. Wolf going to the back bumper of the 92. That's going to be... Okay, so the bump draft works, but the freaking regular draft doesn't. Tell me how the hell how that works. Wow, Wolf is still hanging on, and Blen trying to get to the quarter panel of the 29. These two have been battling all day, for those who have been paying attention for the entire live stream up to this point. Oh, Alex's keyboard died. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, we got multiple battles throughout the course of the field. We got a 3-way battle. We got a cripple fight back there for 5th between 3 different drivers, Quirt, North, and Alex. And meanwhile, a battle for 2nd shaping up as Wolf is really losing time here. What the heck happened to him? Did he make contact with Matthew while I wasn't looking? Oh, lag. Okay, well that makes sense. I'm a little worried. Speaking of lag, I'm really worried about tomorrow because the Watkins Glen model we are using is a little detailed. Okay, so now the battle has kind of concentrated itself onto 3rd as Blen and Wolf are battling for positions here. Blen he kind of shocked us a little bit in practice, and also I think he put on a good performance. Yeah, he did actually. Blen trying to avenge himself for that loss in Central. We got one dead. Wolf is dead. True fuck. So one car was... it's a little late to call the yellow now. So what's happening? Oh, Wolf is having lag issues. Okay. So I'll just have him merge when he comes back. And then Young Money is going AFK, so he'll also merge when he returns. And nope, he's going on a Walmart trip, so he's going to get 7th place points. So that leaves us now with 5 active drivers, at least until the 23, or not 23, but the 44 rejoins. We got a battle for second. I believe that's Blen and Quart. How the hell did Quart get up into second? Lap 20 out of 100 with 5 drivers currently active in the race. We started with 7. Although one of them is returning, so we will be returning back to 6 drivers, unless another driver decides to wake up and join again. By the way, for those who are watching, this is the final race of the regular season. Tomorrow we head to Watkins Glen International Raceway in Watkins Glen, New York, to start off the third edition of the second edition of Hankook Overdrive. Basically a slightly modified version of NASCAR's old Chase for the Cup. 5 races, a reset in points for the top 5 in the series. Those 5 will be eligible to chase for a championship. That'll start tomorrow at around 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time, and Wolf is back. So no yellow. There is no yellow. I know Matthew got a little upset with me when I did that last. So Wolf, I will have you drive onto the back straightaway. And I just lagged. I'm lagging. What the heck? Is there another update to that stupid farming game? So Wolf, just go to the back stretch and park it there until I would say until the 97 gets by. Or actually, no, check that. Not the 97, the 3. The 3. And I'll still put you on the lead lap, but you'll be at the back. And we got, oh, I thought we had side by side there for a moment. I think I was hallucinating. Of course there is. Frickin' grow a garden. So Wolf, everything is fine there with his timing. Now Blen, currently battling with Court for that 2nd place position. And with the draft, you might as well be running the 2020 NASCAR Cup Series package in this league. But just... technically, would this count as aero blocking, what Court is kind of doing, if there's no draft? But still kind of a little bit riveting. There's a couple of battles throughout the course of the track, which kind of it's kind of just the nature of Iowa. It's kind of a lot of not really much place to hide at this racetrack with how I wouldn't say really narrow, but kind of narrow, I guess. It's not exactly Michigan or Auto Club. But we got a battle back there. Wolf does have some speed. He showed it. He qualified 2nd in this race. He held the pole until Matthew took the pole away from him. And trying to get there to the back of the 3 without running into them. And he's just, you can definitely tell he's trying to set up for an attack here down the back straightaway. Everybody keeping a decent job of keeping off the wall. By the way, guys, also another battle back there, Quirt and Blen. And Wolf just got by Matthew. We took the camera off there as they were doing so, but Quirt will send it into the back bumper of the 97. Be a little bit careful on those sends there, Quirt. Quirt definitely struggling here against the pole. Side by side, down the back straightaway. Ugh. Well, I guess he's Polish. He would know a thing or two about having stuff taken from him. He's going to try and charge right on back. He's still got that. He's kind of hot, kind of going on that second lane now, transitioning up toward the wall. Kind of what we learned from practice is that top side is kind of where you want to go, but these two kind of making the middle to the low side kind of work there in the corners. And Blaine and Court just continue to fight here as the 29 goes into the wall, and here comes the 44. He's going to really go underneath the 51 of North. A hard charger here in this race. Contact as they come into the tri-oval. You can definitely see Wolf carrying a ton of speed in that number 44 Maserati. Lap number 37 here at Iowa Speedway. Transitioning into lap 38 here soon. The 44 into the wall. The 51 will get by. That could have been a very nasty situation for both drivers. The Free Smart Toyota and the Wind River Racing Maserati both battling here. The Fremont, or sorry, the Fremont, what the hell? The Free Smart Super Yoda currently trying to hold off that number 44 as he is definitely the quicker car, but the 51's got the better defense here. And it's going to be very interesting to see how this fight pans out. As is that Matthew that's all the way up onto the turn 4, so we're going to start seeing lap traffic here in the next 20 laps or so. And oh, we got contact! Big contact there, 51. Kind of say that was a racing incident there, but kind of have to be a little bit careful on that. That gives way for Alex to try and march their way up, and with the lack of Jub being in this race, it's pretty much all but assured that that Alex is going to make overdrive. So all they have to do is get some good points for that buffer heading into this. And Quirt will most likely, no matter what happens today, even if Matthew wins this race, which is pretty much all but assured that he's going to, I believe. Even then, like, he's not going to get that first place spot away. Quirt will start overdrive with that 5-point head start for being the regular season champion. So I guess we'll just have to find out how the rest of July pans out as the season draws to a close, as we will have 5 more races left after this. Got Watkins Glen, Utah. There's another race after that. I forgot where it's at. And then we got Navajo Speedway coming up, and then Boysen Motorsports Park to round out the schedule. So Navajo Speedway will have its final race as a overdrive track. It'll be transitioning up to the second spot on the calendar next season to replace Phoenix. Boysen will remain the finale in S4. We're approaching halfway here, still keeping an eye on that battle between the 51 and the 44. That is North Rails in the Toyota. And looks like 44 kind of losing the gap. 51 was being very aggressive defending last time these two were within sniffing range of each other. Just kind of waiting to see. The 44 is going to get a little brave down the inside, drives it in, and might have lost a little speed there. Yeah, he's definitely lost a little bit of ground there as they transition onto the backstretch, but he's going to try it again. Still holding that lower line compared to the 51. We also got a battle up here, it should be said, between Quirt and Blen. These two have just been... can barely slide a credit card in between these two drivers all race. Yeah, they are coming across the line about 17 tenths, I believe, of a second. So, oh, contact. 97 there on the top side, the 29 at the bottom. They're gonna door slam coming through the tri-oval. Oh, and contact, big contact here. Sends Court to the bottom there, just a racing incident. 97, ooh, a bit of an ill-advised block there as he transitioned to the bottom. And kind of a Logano block there, but it doesn't really hurt anybody there. It was a very narrow margin, though. Let's check up on Matthew, who is approaching lap traffic. Alex is right there as they just crossed the corn cob there. Matthew has been very fast all day. That should go without saying, and he will get us to halfway, which means finally we can server lock. Kind of don't know what to watch. Wolf is really battling with the 51, and the 51's into the wall. That's going to give way for Wolf to secure that 4th spot. Wolf's been trying to hard charge here in this race, and frankly, I think he needs a caution to get up into that 3rd place spot unless Blen and Court really screw it up. Okay, I think I'm going to say blue flag for the 3. Blue flag, blue flag. Let that 92 by. Number 3, let that 92 by. Okay, there you go. Too tight. Oh, contact. Okay, and he does get by. I don't think he's cleared him yet. Okay, now he's cleared the 3, so green flag again. You can go back to racing aggression here. So Alex is the first one to go a lap down in this race. They were showing some promising speed during practice, but they were lapping only a couple tenths off of the fastest car in practice, which I believe was Yotrate. And now North is going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Not quite a blue flag yet for that 51, but he is getting close. Matthew trying to chase for a championship here. He's locked himself in as that 2nd seed in overdrive. And still going to try and keep an eye there. Blen and Court. That battle has simmered down a little bit as the 97 has gotten more of a gap over that 20 or over that 29. So good job there by the 97 holding them off. And the bump in the track. Dang, the Askin model really screwing up the 97 there, but it does give the 29 a big opportunity to try and get into 2nd here. So the track glitch, just not what he wanted there, and the 29 will get by. Hasn't cleared him yet. They'll go side by side down the back straightaway. So Court, now he has cleared the 97, but he'll try. Ooh, I'm surprised he didn't try to go for a crossover there. Still trying to stick to that high side. He knows what was working for him in practice. 3/10 separate the 2 at the line here. And 2 seconds separate Wolf and North at the line as well. So I'm surprised North is actually holding off that 92 somewhat. Unless he was holding up the 92 and I just didn't see it. 39 laps to go here from Iowa Speedway. Once again, one more time, coming up tomorrow. It is going to be the Salins New York E-Prix from Watkins Glen International Raceway, the track that everybody loves. As the first round of Hankook Overdrive gets us going, coverage will start tomorrow at approximately 5:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here on Perez Motorsports Network, your home for the Electric Racing Tour. So heading into lap 64 of the Red Bull 200E. So far, it's been a really good race so far, at least throughout the mid-pack. And I'm going to say blue flag here for North Rails. Finally, blue flag. Let the leader by here as soon as it's safe. NR 2003 AI moment. Okay, there you go. Okay, you're good now. You're good. Green flag. I think I might have called that a little too early, actually. That's okay. So North was battling with Wolf there. But Wolf has definitely gotten the better of him in that battle. 35 laps to go here from Iowa Speedway. And Matthew, just dominating performance so far today. He has led every single lap. Looking for his 5th win of the season that will tie Court and Forza in the win column if he can pull it off here. But Court holding back into 2nd place, battling with Blen. His main concern, is whether or not he's going to get 15 or 18 points today. Either way, like we said, he will have that 5-point head start for being our regular season champion. That's all but basically finalized after last week, as Quirt was able to win at Central Montana last weekend to seal his regular season title. And now he's battling with the man that he stole the win from, Blen. Blen was just kind of coughed it up on the final corner of that Montana E-Prix. And there we go. Our timing system has transitioned into the laps to go thing. 31 laps to go here in Newton, Iowa. So far, we're still... Wow, exactly 1/10 of a second separated the two at the line. That is actually very interesting. Blen really favoring that high line. We've been seeing that all day so far. Beautiful evening for him so far from Iowa. Trying to get back-to-back top 2 finishes, although a top 3 finish is not exactly anything to scoff at. Oh, it goes to the inside. Quartz having issues. Blen will get back in the second, and that was almost a disaster. There's been a big trend. A caution-free race for most of it has turned into a yellow with like 4 to go. Let's see if that's the same thing here. It happened at Central Montana, and it happened whenever the race before that was. At Kentucky, I think it happened. I think Quirt benefited off of both of those. Wait, no, did it happen at Saskatchewan too? I think. Oh, Blen runs into another track clip. So now I'm questioning if we should really go to Iowa next season, because this is the only half-decent looking model that I could find, unless someone else smarter than me can help me out in that regard. So Quirt trying to lunge to the inside there, being very patient with the 97. And you love seeing this kind of racing. They're not being reckless, but they're also not letting off either. They're being carefully aggressive, is the word I would describe this here. A really good battle here, and that's going to be a problem here because the 3 is also at risk of holding one of them up. And now, question is, will the 97 use that 3 as a pick on the 29? Because he's got a pretty good opportunity to do so here. Letting off coming into the corner here. They'll feed themselves onto the back straightaway. I don't know why I'm lagging. I assume it's probably that stupid event that's going on with the stupid farm game that everybody's obsessed with these days. And the 3 will get out of the way of the 97 here, doing what the NR 2003 AI refuses to do. Blen kind of had a moment there. Oh god, are they going to go 3 wide? No, they're not. Looks like it had a potential to go 3 wide here. There. Oh, this is going to be trouble. And the last thing the 92 wants to see right now is a caution. That could have been it had the 97 had a worse corner there. Would have been an LCI for the 3. We got a big problem. 3 wide coming into the trial between a lap car and 2 leaders. And the 3 will get the back bumper to the 97 here. I'd say lay off just a little bit. The 92 does not want to... I mean, I guess you're not really holding up... Well, he did just hold up the 29 there. 97 loves seeing that black car behind him is getting tussled with the Tesla there. 20, and here we go. We have entered our Ionity. 20 to go. Presented by Ionity Chargers. Ionity EV Chargers. Yeah, the official charging provider of the Electric Racing Tour. The battle has resumed. The 97 can't seem to shake that 29, and even worse, he just went up into the wall going up toward the corn cob. 18 laps to go. A 10 seconds separate the 2 drivers. Let's check back in on Matthew. He has navigated his way past Wolf Dave, though, so that That's at least one lap car out of the question, and he is a very long way away from the cars in second and third. If he can lap the whole pack, I do believe that would be the first time since Martinsville Season 1 where Forza did it. 16. I don't know. I don't think he'll have enough time to lap the whole field, but it would definitely be very interesting. It's been a mostly dull race if you're only paying attention to the leader. Second and third has been going at it all day. 97 and the 29. 15 laps to go in the Red Bull 200E. 200 miles of just absolute madness here at Iowa Speedway so far. Multiple battles have happened today. A lot of good bumping and running here. Especially off of the... We saw the 51 earlier in the race perform a bit of a bump and run on Wolf Day, but Wolf ended up winning that battle in the end. 97 has kind of started to get a little gap. I think if he can avoid the wall and the track clips, he might be able to hold on to that second place position. Doing really well on pace here today in the Red Bull 200E. And while he will not make the Hankook overdrive, he will still... you can still battle for at max 6th place in Hankook, if you're not in Hankook overdrive. So there's still positions to be made in the point standings, because I will still be keeping track of the points. But so I don't recommend, just because you don't make overdrive, I don't recommend giving up. You can still get a much better points position. So 10 laps to go. Once again, 10 laps to go at Iowa Speedway. Glenn is building a much larger gap. A second does separate the two, where you could barely... I could barely slip a credit card in between the two earlier. Now you could probably get away with throwing a couple blankets over them. A 1 second gap is a pretty good gap here for Iowa Speedway. That is to be sure. So Matthew coming onto the backstretch. He's got to do it only for 8 more times with the 44. Had a couple of tires squeal coming out of the corner there. Now, just going to unleash my inner Larry Mack here. We look back at the trends from the last couple of races. Usually we start seeing those cautions. We've been seeing some cautions lately with about anywhere between 4 to go and 10 to go. It will happen within that 10 laps to go period. That's where we've seen a lot of our cautions this season. And something tells me, I just have that feeling in my gut that we're going to see a caution here come out. Somebody is going to flip somehow, some way. Someone's going to hit a track clip, and that's just going to absolutely kill their race, as Glenn almost did there. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, but I'm just going off of recent races here. Once again, tomorrow evening, opening round of Hankook Overdrive at Watkins Glen. May God have mercy on your souls, especially in turn 1. Glenn building a big gap. He's got a 2 second gap over Court here. 3 laps to go here for Matthew. I do think that he's probably not going to lap Court here. Just way too much time in between the two drivers. Matthew, the second, or I guess the third winningest driver here. It's tied for first between Forza and Court with 5 wins a pop. Matthew has 4. But he is about 0.8 of a mile from changing that. 1 lap to go, presented by Hankook. And Alex running into lag problems. And there we go, coming off of turn number 4. He'll do it. He is going to make it a three-way tie. Matthew wins at Iowa Speedway. And what a win it was. He dominated the whole race. Nobody even pitted, actually, I don't think. I don't think anyone needed to pit. And so with that, the official results. Matthew, your winner, followed by Blen, who for the second race in a row will finish in second. So remember, Matthew, I will have you go to victory lane if you're not going to do burnouts. Wow, I'm seeing the battery reports come in. They were kind of cutting it close on battery. Matthew had 27, so I don't know. He must have been saving. I guess when you're leading by almost an entire lap, I guess you could probably get away with that. But Alex finished at 8. Court finished at 17. Blen finished at 10% battery. Crazy. We almost had a battery mileage race here. Yeah, he saved the whole race. I figured so much. Wolf had 35, so Wolf had a lot of good batteries. Well, to be fair, he did leave and rejoin, so... well, no, he still had his car, though, so... Alright, Matthew's going to burn out. I guess just go to the front here, and we'll get the drone cam. Brought to you by Maverick, Adventure's first stop. And he is going to burn it down here in Iowa. His 5th win of the 3rd season of ERT, the first in the mesh era. And he will win the Red Bull 200E, as he's kind of burning it out on the Legends Oval, too. It is a little difficult to do burnouts in these cars, I think, but he's just going to opt to go for the... What is that? I think Hamlin did that burnout once, didn't he? Somebody did. I remember somebody doing it at, like, Dover back in, like, 2012. And once again, this burnout brought to you by Maverick, Adventure's first stop, fueling victories. And take a look at that. As Matthew in the Ally Maserati, making Wind River Racing proud. He'll be transitioning over to Perez, I believe, next season, trading the Maserati for a Ford. And Matthew, when you get into victory lane, can you get the confetti for me? Actually, yeah, your fastest lap. Holy heck, look at that, guys. I think Matthew just got it by mere, I don't even think that's milliseconds. Probably like a decasecond, if that's even a thing. Back to our drone cam here. And you can see there the trophy, because it's the Red Bull 200E. You get to take home a blocky figure of Max Verstappen, which means you will get to have Max Verstappen watch you while you sleep. So that's great, I guess. I guess we're not going to have confetti today. Alright. Picture will be taken in 3, 2, 1. Picture. And we got him there. As Matthew will win the Red Bull 200E from Iowa Speedway. With that, thank you so much for watching. To our audience here on Perez Motorsports Network, you all are legends. Coming up tomorrow, the Hankook E-Cup Series begins. Hankook Overdrive, a 5-race dash for the championship, as we get to see who will win the 3rd ever Hankook E-Cup Series trophy. Might not be Forza going for a 3-peat, much like the Kansas City Chiefs. It might be someone completely different. Could be Matthew. Could be It could be Court, could be Forza for a third time. You never know. Or it could be even Alex. Could be a long shot, though. Or even Bandit. Got 5 drivers, 5 races, 1 championship only on Perez Motorsports Network. And also with a brand new partner also broadcasting coming up. We got another broadcasting partner, although you can always rely on Perez Motorsports Network to bring you coverage right from the horse's mouth here on the ERT Hankook E-Cup Series. With that being said, we'd like to thank you to our audience on Perez Motorsports Network for tuning in. We'll see you up in New York tomorrow. With that being said, and you know there will be a next time. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.